I've been doing astrophotography for about 3 years now, and in those years, I've learned a lot of things. One of the most important things about astrophotography is your setup. Hi, I'm Gabe from Astro TT, and today I'm going to show you my setup that I've been using for the past 2 years, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Once I'm done showing you everything about my setup, I'm going to get it out tonight, and I'm going to shoot the SATAR region, which is right about there. This right here is the camera that I've been using for the past 2 years, actually 3. This is the Canon EOS Rebel T7i. This right here is the SkyWatcher Sky Adventurer 2i. It's a great tracking mount if you want to get long exposure pictures. I get usually around 2 minutes without any trouble on this mount. It tracks very well, and it's a great tracker if you have a budget that's not the highest for astrophotography. I actually just picked up this Canon EOS Rebel T7i, which is a much better version of the T7i. It's a lot bigger, has a bigger sensor, and it collects a lot more light, and it's just a lot better for astrophotography. So if you have a budget that's flexible for what camera you use, I would go with the T7i instead of the T7i because it will really help you start out. If I grab this off the mount real quick, you'll see that this has a little, kind of has a bigger grip to it. It's I'm waiting to get it for this. It's coming tomorrow actually, which kind of a bummer because tonight's perfectly clear night. I have to wait another, I don't know, 2 more nights maybe to use it. But yeah, it holds 2 batteries, so it's great for astrophotography. You know, get longer battery life. So the next thing you're going to want to invest in are intervalometers. I have 2 of them just because I'm going to be shooting both cameras tonight. Really cheap. They're like $20 or less. You can choose your delay time, so once you press the button, you know, wait a few seconds and then it takes pictures, and you can choose how long you want to shoot for. So you can choose like 2 minutes, and then you can choose your interval in between each. So like if your camera takes a second or 2 to take the next picture, you can set that, and then you can say how much you want. Really great investment, really helps. You can set this off. I just have a little cardboard piece in here, or I'll just have it dangling right here. Great investment. It really helps your astrophotography. The next thing you want to get invest in is ball heads. I have 2 of them right here, 2 examples. There's a, let me move it so you can see the brand. K&F Concept, really good one. And then you also have the newer. Either one works perfectly fine. They do the exact same thing. They can just attach right onto here. Really helpful. So you can have both cameras set up at the same time. And that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. The next thing you wanna get is a dew heater. This really helps keep off the dew on the lens so that doesn't fog up and you get blurry images. You don't want that. So you really wanna get one of these. They're like, I don't know, 10 bucks maybe. I forget how much I bought them for, but really cheap. Next up is the lens. This one is just a simple kit lens from Canon, the 75 to 300 millimeter. I believe it's f4 to 5.6. I believe that is what it is. It's not a terrible lens to start out. It's, you know, it's one of the cheaper lenses. I think they're around 100 to 200 bucks depending on where you buy them. But yeah, it's a great investment. I think it's a great starting lens for you to start out and get some pretty good images actually. Where did you just go? I have my 2 cameras on now. This is the setup I'm going to be going for tonight. It's pretty crazy, but it works. Hopefully. I haven't tested it out yet. But, you know, I've been waiting so long to do this setup, so I really hope it works. So I have these 2 intervalometers. Just simply going to connect. So many bugs out here. To the cameras, and then grab the dew heaters, connect them into the portable charger right down here. All right, just like this. This is now the full setup that I have. You got the dew heaters on each camera, you got the intervalometers for each camera, you have the mount, you have the tripod, you have the portable charger, everything. Now that's all set up, now it's ready to go, set up for space. The object I'm going to be shooting tonight is known as the SATAR region, and it is located in the constellation of Cygnus, right above the North American Nebula. Alright, so we got it all polar aligned through here to Polaris, the North Star over there. And now we just gotta align these, put them into 300 millimeters. I'll fix that. And then point it at bright star over there. I don't know if you can hear it. There's some coyotes out there. They're howling. Very quiet, but they're out there. So once you have your cameras all set up, this is the T7i I have set up. This is the RGB camera. And if you look, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's an unfocused star right here. That guy right there. We need to get this guy perfectly focused. That's what we have this for. This is a Batery mask, and you place it onto the lens, and then it has spikes. So you want to try to get the spikes as perfect as possible. When you think you have them good, I'm going to connect the intervalometer and take a test picture. A little bunny rabbit going by. Oh, there's two. I don't know if you can see them, but cute little guys over there. Look at that. Wow. Let me get you closer on that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Let me zoom in on that star just to see what we got for focus. That focus looks pretty perfect to me. I don't know about you, but let me zoom in. Look at that focus. That is basically perfect focus. I'm not gonna mess with it. Maybe I will actually, just because it could be a little bit better. Now that right there is perfect focus. Now the trickier one, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. The next camera. Now the other camera is the H alpha one, which makes it a lot harder to see. So let me flip out the camera. What does it say? I don't know what that says. Okay. Oh, we need to go into manual mode. I can't see this. There we go. Okay. So, let's go up to bulb. And then for ISO, I'm gonna put it up to the max, which is 25,600. That's partly the reason why I'm using that one as the H alpha, just because it can go so high. Look at this night sky. I don't know how good you can see it on the camera, but it's just beautiful. Moon's not up yet. It's gonna be a half moon, but that's nothing really to worry about. It's just beautiful. Alright, I don't know about you, but right down there, those stars, I'll not focus on the camera. There we go. Those look pretty focused to me. Alright, now it's time to get these guys pointed to that bright star right there. Okay, we finally got these guys set up. It took about an hour at least. Obviously, I'm using two cameras, so if you're thinking that it's a long time to be taking or setting up cameras, it's not that long. I just have two cameras, and this is my first time doing it. It just takes a long time to do two. So yeah, if you take a look here, this is the HA one. I actually flipped the cameras just because it's easier for the HA one to find a star, just because it's, you know, it's at a better angle, and this one you can actually see the star in the live view mode. So if we go back to the last image taken, this is the view that it's in right now, the framing up. And this one right here, That is the RGB one. That is the framing exactly as just like the HA one. So I'm gonna set these guys off to image, and I'll do the editing and calibration in the morning, and then I'll show you the final image. The final image you're about to see has about 3 hours of total exposure time, and including hydrogen alpha and RGB frames coming together to create an HA RGB image. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process and setup, and enjoy the final image.